Let us start question number 4. In question number 4, they are saying the length of 40 leaves of a plant are measured correct to 1 millimeter and the data obtained is represented in the following table. Here length is given in millimeter and number of leaves are given. We have to draw the histogram to represent the given data. And is there any other suitable graphical representation for the same data? Okay. They are asking draw a histogram to represent the data. See here, whenever we have to represent histogram, it should be in the continuous form, but here it is not in the continuous form because upper limit of the first class is 26 and the lower limit of the next class is 127, which is not same. Continuous means upper limit of this interval and the lower limit of the next interval should be same, but here it is not same. So first of all we'll convert it into the continuous form. How we can convert into the continuous form? See here the difference between 126 and 127 is 1. We'll write down difference, which is 127 minus 126, which is 1. Now we'll divide this difference by 2. We'll get 0.5. So we will this add 0.5 in the upper limit and subtract 0.5 in the lower limit. Okay. So when we'll subtract 0.5 in the lower limit, we'll get 117.5, and when we'll add 0.5 in the upper limit, we'll get 126.5. Similarly, for the second case, when we'll subtract 0.5 in the lower limit, we'll get 126.5. Similarly, here we'll add, so we'll get 135.5. So like this way we converted this into the continuous form. See here, this is 126.5 upper limit of the first class and the lower limit of the next class, both are same. Now this is in the continuous form. So now we can represent histogram. Our first requirement is to make into the continuous form. So we converted this into the continuous form. Now we are going to represent this data graphically. Okay. This length is given in millimeter and number of leaves are given. So we'll write here length on x-axis will take and number of leaves. Here I haven't mentioned number of leaves we will take on y-axis. Okay. Maximum leaf is 12. So we'll take gap of 1 unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay. Here first class is 117.5 to 126.5. Okay. It will not start from 0. So again we'll make a kink over here. We'll make kink. Okay. And then we'll start. When the class interval doesn't start from 0, when this gap is much, so we'll represent by kink with the help of kink. Okay. Now we'll draw the histogram. For the first class, we have to take one more thing I want to tell you, scale, which is very important. See here the difference is of 9 unit. So we can write down for x-axis scale is 1 unit is equal to 9 millimeter. Why I have written millimeter? Because this is length. Length is given in millimeter. So here I have taken on x-axis scale is 1 unit is equal to 9 millimeter. Here I haven't mentioned this length. I have to mention this length, which is in millimeter. So on x-axis 1 unit is equal to 9 millimeter, and on y-axis we know here number of leaves are represented. So on y-axis 1 unit is equal to 1 leaf. Okay, because number of leaves are there, so 1 unit is equal to 1 leaf. Don't forget to write down the scale, otherwise there will be deduction of 0.5. Okay, you have to mention the scale properly. Now we are representing histogram. For first one, 117.5 to 126.5, which is of 3. Okay, this is of 3 leaves. So the first bar will take, here also will make the bar, but there will be no gap. While making the histogram there will be no gap, and while making the bar graph will leave some space. Okay, and here is no gap because upper limit of this one and lower limit of this one is same. Okay, so the next will start from this only. Next will start from 126.5 only. Okay, 126.5 to 135.5, which is 5. Again will make another bar, there will be no gap. 126.5 to 135.5, which is at 5 leaves. So we will draw the rectangle or bar till 5. This is our second bar. Now third is 135.5 to 144.5, and the number of leaves are 9. Again we'll make one rectangle till 9. Okay, one bar till 9 means till here we'll make. Shit, line is not straight. Consider this line please. It's not straight. This is 9 unit. Okay, next is 144.5 to 153.5, and the number of leaves are 12. So again we'll make one rectangle till 12. Okay, one more bar, and the height is 12. This is our next line, next bar, or we can say next rectangle. Next is class is 153.5 to 162.5, and till 5 we have to make. Till 5, till here we have to make. Don't forget to show the partition. Okay, otherwise again there will be deduction. Next is 162.5 to 171.5, and number of leaves are 4. So we'll make again one more rectangle till 4 unit. Okay, this is still 4 unit. And the last is 171.5 to 180.5, and the number of leaves are 2. So up till 2 we have to make next rectangle. Up till 2. Okay, this is our histogram. Why it is called histogram? Because there is no gap in between. Okay, all are in the continuous form, there is no gap in between, all are rectangle but without gap. Okay, so this is called our histogram. In the next part they are asking, in the first part they were asking draw a histogram. So already we drawn the histogram. Okay, this was our histogram. In the second part they are asking, is there any other suitable graphical representation for the same data? Yes, we can represent the same data by drawing frequency polygon also. And how we'll make the frequency polygon? We'll find out the midpoint. Here we made the histogram by finding the midpoint. And how we'll find the midpoint? I haven't told you class mark. Class mark is when we'll add lower limit and upper limit divided by 2. When we'll find out the class mark, here this is the midpoint. When we'll represent all the midpoints and when we'll join, we'll get a polygon. So this is the second representation. Okay, Now we'll do, I'm telling the midpoint, we will take the midpoints of all these and will join, will be the frequency polygon, and frequency polygon is the another representation, will join. This is our another representation while taking the frequency polygon. All the midpoints we just have to join. Okay, midpoint of the rectangle we have to join. Next is one more important thing. While taking this frequency polygon, we have to extend it till x-axis. So we'll take next interval, again we'll find out the midpoint of the next interval and we'll join, and then only our frequency polygon is completed. Last interval will take midpoint of the next last interval and again will join. So this is another representation to represent this data graphically by making the frequency polygon. Okay, because the question was, is there any other way? So this is the another way to represent the given information graphically by frequency polygon. Okay.